What up, guys?
Yeah,
I switched it off. It is your girl Just Shaz back with another video. Today we have a very special guest. Can you guess who it is? Drum roll, please.
No, they can't see me, nigga.
John Cena. It's not John Cena, guys, before you get too excited.
I think they'll think that's John Cena.
They can't see your face.
No, come and sit down. Don't worry.
Anyways, it is my husband, in case you missed the memo and you did not catch that. It is not John Cena, but it is my one and only, the one who put this ring on my finger. See, I warmed it up for you before you said.
One good people.
Well, God.
Did you just wear this just to match with me a little bit?
Bruh, I just wore something that's so...
I see what you were doing.
It just so happened to match you.
Test it.
What up, what up, what up? The gang is back. Okay, are we the gang?
We're here for business, bro.
We standing on
How
business.
long is the video?
However long we're gonna make it. Look at him. The moment we start, he's already wanting to.
We got stuff to do.
Okay.
But no.
You're a busy
You
man.
guys, part of the business. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm here for you.
Okay.
This was on my schedule. Just for you guys.
I have to schedule myself into his schedule.
Send the calendar.
I have to put you.
Yeah, you book.
Oh my goodness. Booked and busy.
To be with the accountant. But anyways,
Oh
what
my
are we
word.
talking about?
What are we
talking about?
What up? It's your girl Just Shaz with her husband.
Yes. The husband. Finally.
We're back with another video. Today, this is our first sit-down video ever. Most of our videos together is just vlogs. How do you feel? Do you feel like you're in a hot seat?
I don't know. I'm just want to rewatch it and want to tell you to post it or not to post it.
After all this sitting,
Yes.
you see the setup we have here? Bruh, it's
After
posting.
watching it, then we'll decide either it's postable or not.
So you think you'll say unpostable stuff?
No, not really what I would say.
Okay, so
All the videos
what would make it unpostable?
Like if it's cringe, if it's not really giving
Okay,
audience vibes.
audience vibes.
Yeah, we do zero audience like it is now. You be your own.
Yeah,
Kind of see
I'm
it.
your hype woman, you're my hype man, you know, that's all the audience we need.
The guy goes like, okay.
Sure thing.
Ooh.
Anyways, what up guys? Today we are doing our wedding Q&A. Thank you so much for all the love you've been showing us on our wedding. Have you been seeing more blowing up? Okay, maybe blowing up is a little... that's a little much.
I haven't been seeing it, but I've been hearing it.
But the views are viewing. The views are viewing. And that's all because of you guys. So thank you so much for watching.
Because of them?
Yeah, the viewers.
Shut up.
Shout out, right?
Shut up.
Yeah. So I have a list of questions about wedding Q&A, and we'll just
Wait, you know the questions.
Yes, I know the
I haven't
questions.
seen them.
Yeah.
Ah, sure, let's go.
Did you want to see them before?
It be your own. Anyway, let's go.
Whose channel is it? Whose channel is it?
This is a family channel.
It's a family channel.
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
I did it. I am going to be the very honest one because this is
Why
not
won't I be
pre-thought.
honest?
Because you've thought about it.
No, I just wrote down the questions. Doesn't mean I thought about them. I just wrote them down.
Alright, let's go. First question.
And people asked questions, so you know. Alright.
First question.
First question. How are wedding preparations planning a Zim wedding whilst in the US?
You know, it's something that you have to do at the end of the day, but it just needs someone with time, and you need to have very much trustworthy people on ground.
That's true, real facts.
Very important. You need to have time, trustworthy people on ground. Otherwise, if you do not have those fundamentals, don't stress yourself. Look for a lot of money, hire a professional wedding planner.
Mm.
And for food and stuff like that, just book people who are doing those professional people who send you invoices, not relatives. Invoices and stuff like that to just do everything for you. Just show up on the day. Voila.
And voila. Yeah. No,
but if you are cheap, not cheap. It
I was
wasn't
about
cheap.
to say, were we
It wasn't
cheap?
cheap.
It was not cheap.
If you want to tailor your wedding to the last dot, then do it yourself. But again, you need time and very much trustworthy people that will be on ground to help you run the errands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we shout out to the family members we have in Zim. There were so many people that held it down for us, because we would like even finding like services we needed, from decor to photography to like venue and food. It was so many people on ground who did the groundwork for us, like going to see the venue before we got to see the venue, like meeting with the decor team and getting those contacts and details. And then when it came to sending money, we would send money to these people, but like you say, some we would get invoices. I mean, we would get photos on WhatsApp to be like, here, it's paid for. But you know, anything could have happened, but no shame. Shout out to our family on ground. It couldn't have happened without them. For
Yeah,
sure.
they did some God's work out there.
So how did we find our venue?
It was actually this one. It was a weird one, you know. We had a venue in mind,
Which was
that we
Leopard
wanted
Rock.
to do, which was Leopard Rock.
Yeah.
We called the people at Leopard Rock. Guess what they told us? They told us for the venue only. That was before food, right?
Yeah, that didn't include anything else.
10,000. Is it 8?
10,000.
$10,000, because they were saying you have to book the whole
entire hotel.
hotel to yourselves. So all the rooms will be yours.
Be yours.
Everything that's happened there on that day, it will be yours. So it was $10,000, which,
if you have the money,
it's not a bad
Go
idea.
for it.
Because look at it. You have the whole hotel. People don't need to rush to go home. They had like
they
number
had
100
60 rooms.
60 something rooms.
So that was gonna be about 120 people
minimum.
who you would know already have a room.
They just
you
go
can
there,
party
they
all
can
night.
party all night. Sounds like a plan, but you know,
Yeah.
again, we had this Leopard Rock thing, and
I was so heartbroken, guys, because Leopard Rock had been my
we've been
vision.
talking about it.
Anytime, because we'd been planning our wedding for the last like 2 years.
Yeah.
And when we're thinking venue and anyone would ask, we'd just say Leopard Rock, Leopard Rock. So it was such a heartbreaking thing.
We thought it was gonna be cheap,
Yeah, well, not cheap, but like more reasonable than
like, you know, 2K
2K for the venue.
Then you before the food.
Yeah, but here it was
You know, the
10K
food, like
just the
6,
venue.
7, but
Yeah, it didn't even include. This was
10K was just
food.
the rooms and booking the place.
The
just
place.
booking the place.
So all the decor, like, and food and all of else that
all
you would
the
need
transportation
to do,
to go to this place.
it was going to need to be like paid extra. So no, we cancelled Leopard Rock. And then another venue my cousin went to was Trotback in Nyanga. And that one, like, it seemed okay. It was gonna be $6,000 just for the venue, and this is without food. So that was also a little bit like out of our budget. And we could have, but it was gonna make other areas a little too tight. And then there was Eden Lodge in Vumba. That one was gonna be 4,500, which wasn't. It was more in line with our budget for venue, but
it wasn't given.
Yeah, the views were not giving. But we ended up settling on Montclair Hotel, and that was the best venue. It was only $500. I think that's where we saved the most. It was $500 for venue, and then in terms of, they were gonna do the catering as well, and they gave us 5 menus that we could pick from, and we picked the one that was like $20 per person. And for them, they had 2 reception areas, and we chose the one that was closest to the balcony and garden, because we wanted a garden ceremony and then reception. So reception was going to be 200 people.
200 people, yes.
Yeah, that's not to say we ended up with most
close to 200 people.
200 people.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a question that people had. Like, how many guests did you have, and how was it making the guest list?
Making the guest list is always it's hard to make a guest list. I don't like it. I was so happy that, you know, it wasn't bad, but you know, there are some people that you end up leaving behind. Some people, you put them on the list, they end up not coming, and now it's already too late to be a B team or no, things like that. But plan ahead, If it's me personally, I know people, my relatives, I know them. But to tell you the truth, I forget the numbers and the exact family members that I think. So I use my parents for those kind of stuff. They are the ones who kind of like, I just tell them these people, these people, these people, these people. Now they go in to say, okay, they have this kid, they have this kid, they have this person. So they kind of give the details of the people. But we actually started like drawing some family tree to see this one, this one, this one, this one. Then we give it to our parents to kind of
fill in the blanks.
Fill in the blanks of the
guest list. You definitely need family input to figure out like who to come with and who to not. And Zimbabwean weddings, we had so many people who were like, we don't even know these people. But some of these people, Tafura when you were 2 years old, Kelvin, I know.
And they'll be telling the truth.
And they are telling the truth, Shame. And they're so excited for you because they're like, Katsitsi is getting married, you know, Kelvin is getting married. And it was very exciting. But yeah, our guest list, it was now tailored to the venue that we got, and they said they can accommodate 200 people. We still ended up with 250 as our like guest list. And the problem with our people sometimes, I feel like it's either they come in numbers unannounced or they're supposed to come but they don't show up. So I think that we ended up having the worst one where like they are on the list and they didn't show up, because it's not like the venue would then give you your money back for people not coming. So initially, we had food and everything for 250 people along with chairs and whatnot, and we even worked with my decor team and like Montclair to make sure they had extra tables to fit the 50 extra people, and then we ended up with close to about 180 people. But then I was now upset. Imagine walking down the aisle and you're seeing like not really half a side, but you're just seeing so many empty chairs. Because imagine you plan for 250, you have 250 chairs, and then you only have 180. And you're just like, who didn't come? Like, what's happening? And then now the photos and the videos just look like we didn't have people at the wedding, but we had so many people.
That's the thing about the day. It was little hot. Yeah. So people kind of shifted to sit under like some shade, like tree shade. So there was like a patch that was just empty. And we didn't have a tent, which we regretted not having a tent. Yeah. So maybe if we had had a tent, it was going to be
it was going to be better. How was it for you watching me walk down the aisle?
Yeah, you definitely cannot get ready for the moment itself. I always tell myself, no, I got this, I'm strong. Even the day I proposed, I was like, nothing is gonna happen, bro, I got this. But the moment is transpiring or happening, in that moment there's a lot of emotions and all that good stuff that you can't really get ready. So I was actually trying by all means to just look up a little bit so that the tears don't come up. I didn't want to be that guy. We have evidence of him
holding the tears.
There were some teardrops here and there, but I don't think people really noticed it because they were actually looking at
me, the star of the show. But no, it was because we took our time walking down the aisle. Me and my dad.
I think that was like 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, it was definitely like 15 minutes.
Of just walking and stopping,
I'm the last born and the only girl, daddy's little girl. We had to take our time. The song finished, then it had to restart. But I was just really happy. He thought I was going to be the one to cry, but I was just like
she didn't even cry. Can you imagine?
Jaw to jaw. I was just so excited.
She's a cry and she didn't even cry.
I didn't cry, but my joy could not get me to cry. My joy was just like the excitement.
Yeah, I was waiting for tears, bro.
How did you choose your colors? And our colors were blue and purple.
I like blue and red.
And I liked purple, orange, yellow, and light green.
She likes all the colors.
You like blue and red. And then with my colors, then we looked which colors would make sense.
Would make sense to just combine. And blue and purple kind of come as a better combination.
Made the most. So the grooms wore blue and the bridesmaids wore purple. Our decor team even thought we were crazy mixing the two colors, and I was like
how do you do?
I was like, trust the process.
Just take it easy. It's gonna come out nice. And he did. I'm happy with it.
It did. Now we looked gorgeous. How long did you take to practice your bridal team dance? And who was the choreographer?
You can answer that, bro. You can answer that.
Our bridal team was literally coming from all over the place. I had three of my girls here in the US, and 2 of them were arriving literally the day before the wedding on Friday, and the wedding was Saturday. For him, he had one of his friends arrived the day of the wedding. We didn't even see each other before. So it was, and I had one of our choreographer is my girl Melissa Meltazin. Check her out on Instagram. She was the choreographer, and she was my friend coming from Cape Town.
You have to put her Instagram
somewhere here. Yeah, now she held it down. She danced.
Sent some videos.
She sent some videos over WhatsApp.
People to practice
I don't even know if people practice. Do you think people practice?
Nah, the boys were a little bit in the loop. I forgot to send the boys the videos when I received them.
So you were the op?
No, because I didn't even practice myself. So the videos were sent, but I was just like, nah, everyone
has it.
So I'm getting to Swaziland, and I realized the boys are like, where are the videos? I'm like, bro, guys, I received some videos some time ago, and I sent the videos to the guys. Then
eventually, so I can say we practiced as a full team for 2 hours.
2 good hours.
The day before the wedding. Because after everyone arrived from the airport on Friday, and now everyone who was also in different parts of Zim came, then we all practiced for 2 hours. But shout out to Melissa, my choreographer. At some point during the wedding,
I thought of cancelling it.
Yeah, he thought of cancelling it, and I was like, no, it's not a Zim dance without a wedding. Come on. I was so adamant.
I was like, it's not that deep, bro. We might as well just cancel
skip it. Nah, I was like, we put in too much work and too much effort. So my girl, she knew how important the dance was to me. So at some point, our whole bridal team just disappeared from the wedding for like a good 30 minutes, and lo and behold, she was practicing and she was restructuring because the space was too small to what we had practiced. Yeah, but it came out good. Did y'all see us?
Good changes.
We might just input a little clip of our dance again, so y'all see that we knew what was happening.
Just to make sure that they didn't have any time to practice, but look at them coordinating from all over the world. And now, another dance. There we go.
The dancers were busting. We did everything. And how did you select your bridal team? Since we're talking about the team.
I'm a firstborn. I don't have too much options out there. So what I did, I'm gonna tell you. You can hate me, but I'm gonna tell you the series. I have 3 brothers. That's 3 people already, non-negotiable. And for my father's side, they're like 2 sisters after my father, and they all have like a boy child. So I just took one and 3 of my brothers. That's already 5. Then because of the dances,
we need people who could move.
And this one.
Tawana.
Tawana.
Yeah, he's my cousin brother. Let's just.
Of course, we needed to have a friend. So Mike was
the friend.
Was the friend
Which
who was
is
supposed to be
his
there.
best friend from
She's my
like
best friend
high
from-
school.
A long time ago.
But
The
yeah.
boy, I think from 2, that's when I met with Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Up until today. We don't meet more often, but
But when they do,
when they do meet,
you think they've been hanging out forever. So he had 5 brothers,
5 brothers and cousins.
and cousins, and then we had one of our friends,
Tanaka.
and
T-Man. Shout out to T-Man.
Shout out to Dread Boy.
No, don't call him Dread Boy. T-Man.
T-Man, and then my other cousin Tawana. Yeah,
That
and
was
then
it.
for me, for the girls, he's got one sister, so she was a non-negotiable. That's my girl. Shout out Alice. I actually had 2 Alices on my bridal team, and the other Alice is my friend from primary school. We've known each other for more than 15 years now.
How do you have people from primary school, bro? Like grade 5?
Yeah, that's when grade 5. So 2 of my friends that were on the bridal team, we've known each other since grade 5.
Guys, where my boys at? Like my primary school boys, please reach out to me. We need to connect.
This is a plea.
We need to connect. Come on.
Aww.
Like I do not have. I think I move a
You
lot.
moved around too much.
And the moves, I think the moves for me are just too big that I fail to reconnect with people
from before.
From before, like primary school, Gomba, high school, Mutambara High School. That's a very big jump, whether you want to believe it or not. Mutambara High School, Russia, the US. So it's so difficult to connect these places with the people that. But I do understand. Shout out to all my homies from all the
those who are far and wide.
Far and wide, yeah. Shout out to all.
But yeah, no, I'm a hoarder when it comes to a lot of things, including friends. I love my friends to death. They held it down. They can dance. They are like, we've been in touch for the last 15 years. We're all in the US now, and we still see each other at least once a year to make sure that we link up. So those were like 2 friends. Then I had my girl Kate. She came all the way. She had never been to the motherland before, but she came all the way, and that was just shout out to Kate for coming.
Shout out to Kate.
So I had Kate. Then I had 2 of my cousin sisters. And then Melissa, our choreographer, and she's been a good friend of mine since we were like 4 or 5 years old. So we've bridal days. Yeah, and then I had Samantha. She's technically my niece. Not technically, she is my niece, but we all were so close in age that she's basically a sister to me. So then those were my 3 cousins. Then I had 4 friends. Alice, his sister, and then that was the bridal team. Right. Your photos looked amazing. Who did your photography?
Million Arts.
There you go.
I was looking for the name. But I don't
Million
know.
Arts Media.
Million Arts Media.
Yeah, they're based in Mutare. And we loved the package they had because they had photo, video, DJ and PA system. All for $750, which wasn't bad.
Nah, cute guys. I love this guy so much.
So if you're in Mutare, or even maybe they travel.
If you have the money, please support my guys.
Yeah, they did a really great job with the photography.
With the photography, yes. They did a very beautiful
really good job.
Photos and stuff like that. I'm happy with them.
How did you guys feel kissing in front of your parents?
I was waiting for that for some time. No disrespect, but you know
they're going to watch this.
Yes, that was the first time of us kissing, and I was waiting for it. It's allowed, right?
I have no comment.
It's not allowed.
No, honestly, on that day, I blanked. I'm not gonna lie. Everything is just, you have so many people watching you. You're just so excited and nervous at the same time. Even when he said you may kiss the bride, I was just like, hey. I even put my cheek first.
I was confused. We didn't plan that.
We did not plan our first kiss. We thought
we should have.
You should. If you can plan it.
Your first kiss. So ours was just natural.
Yeah, in the moment. What did you do with your phones on the day?
Oh my god, I did good. I did great. Shout out to Mzaya Mnyaraze. Like, if there's a guy there, you want to get married, and you have a brother or brothers, on your wedding day, this is from my uncle, right? It would be an uncle. From my uncle, he told me that you need to. I'm not good at delegating work and stuff like that. You know, I like to do things on my own. But on this day, guys, just look for that one cousin or friend or whoever who is always going to have your phone, your wallet, and your personal clothes belongings, and that person is moving with them the whole time. You want your vows.
Your fanny pack.
Yes, you want your vows. You can just. That guy is coming. Shout out to Nyaraze. Like, it was just perfect.
Yeah.
You know, even if they don't do anything with your stuff, you just need to make sure that tell them. Always, you're supposed to be looking into my eyes. If I give you a signal, you're running.
He was definitely way more organized than I am on the day. I was way more organized planning than I was on the actual day.
On the day I was on point. I had
If
I need anything, I was just
was there. For me, my phone ended up by chance with one of my other cousin sisters. So shout out to Natasha, because she was just like, I have your phone. I was like, cool. Like, in the middle of me getting dressed and walking out, and you know, at some point I thought of making sure my wedding dress had pockets, and I was like, why would I want to have my phone on the wedding day? So I ended up to be taking selfies. So no, my phone ended up with one of my cousin sisters, and she held it down for me, so that was cool. Where did you get your wedding dresses? So I had 2 wedding dresses. The first dress was a refab and sentimental. It was my mom's wedding dress from their wedding in 1994, and she kept it for me. Very sweet.
Shout out to that sweetness, bro. Like,
even the pastor mentioned it, and part of the ceremony, he was like, "This is like my 1000th wedding, and I've never officiated a wedding where the bride wears her mom's wedding dress."
The faith, bro.
Yeah.
1994.
94. 30 years later.
30 years.
That
she was
woman
keeping
knew.
it for that daughter.
She was like,
knew
"My
there was
daughter's
a
gonna
man
wear this."
who was gonna come.
This is where you're going with this.
Marriage material. Who was gonna wed the daughter?
I love how this wedding dress ended up about you somehow.
I'm in the question.
Yeah,
she could not just have kept it
for anyone.
Or for someone who was not going to marry. It used to be someone who was going to come and marry.
That's true. So now my mama kept
that's commitment. We're keeping yours.
Yeah, we are?
For the daughter.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I guess we're keeping my wedding dress.
For the daughter.
But that was very sentimental. And shout out to my tailors, Buhera Signature. They helped me revamp it. All the way from the US, we were sending inspos and trusting them with the outfits. The measurements, we did it right behind over WhatsApp. So they held it down. And then my second dress, I got it from a bridal shop in the UK. So that's where I got my dresses. So those are the 2 dresses. And where did you get your suits, since we're on the topic of outfits?
Shout out to the best store for suits.
In the US.
Menswear. I'm so happy that I am a little bit indecisive most of the time. I was waiting to buy my suit while at home because I thought it was gonna be cheap. But she was like, "Hey, bro, we're not cheap looking here. We're just looking for the suit
want swag. We wanna look."
So I ended up buying like 2 different suits here, which I'm very grateful for, because by the time I get home, there was no time. We were just running.
It was just rushing.
It was gonna be stressful. I ended up like taking so much time just to find a shoe.
Because he left that for when he got home.
Yeah, but
he still looked good though.
Menswear.
How did you manage gifts for your wedding?
Which gifts?
Like wedding gifts, people who would want to give us stuff.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about reasons here, but we were not expecting physical gifts. We told people, now don't bring physical gifts because we'll be traveling.
We're traveling back. Yeah.
Just come with the cash. Come liquid.
You can see he's an accountant. But because we knew we were gonna be traveling.
Yeah,
back,
come with cash. So it was more cash. But again, cash is always better.
How was the decor? Did you guys have a wedding planner, or did you find a decor team?
Already answered it. There was a decor team. Wedding planner, there was none.
We are the wedding planners.
She is the wedding planner, actually. Yes.
Yeah.
I was just there saying yes.
No.
Yes. No. Nah. Yes.
Yes.
But she's actually the wedding planner, so everything that you saw on that day was tailor-made by my one and only wife.
That's sweet. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, so we didn't have a wedding planner. We were recommended a wedding planner who was based in Harare, and she was going to charge about 2,500, which was way out of our budget. And we ended up with a decor lady in Mutare who charged about 1,500. But she ended up doing our decor for the Rora, as well as like other things that we needed to plan whilst in Zim. So the decor lady ended up being still 2.5. But I would recommend that lady anytime. She was communicative. Like, especially virtually. Like we were basically talking every day.
You can tell her what you want to do, what you don't want, how you want things to be. It's not like you're just giving someone things they just
didn't have an idea.
Didn't have an idea in their head, so you tell them.
You need for decor. You really need people you can trust because
and communicate.
Yeah, because that's pretty much most of the photos and on the wedding day. If the decor wasn't bussin', the photos were not gonna eat. But yeah, she held it down. And your MC really held it down. How did you find him?
Oh, shout out to Ango Tav.
Yeah,
that's actually related. Professional
MC. Who
so,
just so happens to be my uncle.
So
yeah. So if you need an MC,
Ango Tav, Coach Tav on
Tav.
Facebook. On Facebook is it Tav?
Yeah.
Uncle Tav.
Yeah, on Facebook it's Coach Tav.
Yeah. He been doing this for forever.
Over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
Yeah.
So he's actually good. You need a very good.
You need a really
MC.
If he was not there, I feel like there's so many things on the wedding.
It was going to be chaotic, but you need someone who knows, sharp, who is fast, seeing what's happening,
quick thinking.
Be strong with the words. I want this to be done.
So that's our MC. What's been the best part and biggest surprise after marriage? Like of marriage life, I guess. It's only been a month.
No, it's only been a month, but it's just beautiful. You change your, as husbands, we take time to kind of adjust to this life. Now I'm getting used to say, me and my wife are doing this. My wife is just doing this. It's like I was still in the process of learning, saying me and my fiance. Now you can just make calls anytime. You don't have to
use the wifey card
from the house. We're making calls. Yeah, so it's actually sweet.
What do you mean you don't have to run away from the house making calls?
With our parents, I can't just show up as a boyfriend or whatever,
Oh, okay.
Now I can just be
in the vicinity.
Anytime. No worries. You see, now I can't run away. They're like, no, today I don't want to.
Kill with this.
As soon as they call, they know that I'm there and they want to talk to me too. So
yeah. Shout out to marriage life.
Shout out to marriage life. You saved a lot of time.
Was your wedding cake a fruit cake?
Ew. Answer that.
Well, most Zim weddings, they do make them fruit cakes, but we didn't want a fruit cake. So our wedding cake, it was a lemon poppy seed, because it was a 3-tier cake. So the top one was lemon poppy seed, then vanilla in the middle, and carrot cake at the bottom. And we still had 3 fruit cakes. Because you're supposed to have fruit like cakes that you give to people. Like the cake you give your pastor, the cake that goes to the Makufa family, and the cake that goes to the Kondo family. So those 3, they were fruit cakes. But the cake that we actually cut and fed each other on the day, and that we ate with everyone, was not fruit cake.
Not fruit cake,
yeah. You don't have to make it fruit cake anymore. But
make it nice.
But make it nice. When is the honeymoon?
Because of work, we cannot do a honeymoon between January and around May, June, July, thereabouts. So we're planning to go on our honeymoon around June, July. That's when we're planning. Where we're going.
Still in the plans.
Surprises. We want to go far.
Yeah.
But we may not go far.
Yeah.
We may go close, but we're going somewhere definitely. Beautiful, you're gonna see it.
You're gonna see it. And how long did you date before getting married? Would you recommend a long dating time?
4 years, right?
Yes.
We clocked 4 years.
Yeah, we dated.
We're dating for 4 years since 2020.
Then got married in December 2024.
Yes, so we're dating for like 4 years. Yes. Will I recommend dating for longer periods? More than 4? It depends on
even the 4 years.
Where you are in your kind of which stage are you in as
a couple?
Not as a couple, individually. Again, you have to get to a point where you're actually ready to get married. Getting married a different case. It's a mindset. It's something that you have to actually think about and convince yourself that I'm ready to do this thing called marriage. And whenever you are ready, time is not really, you know, a very big problem for you. Maybe monies, to try and get the monies to make the day and all that good stuff that can delay you. But if everything, holding all else constant, you just need that mindset to say, yeah, I want to get married, and the way you are going to start saving, you know, putting effort towards that
to the day,
it's going to change too, and you know, it helps you mentally.
Well, in terms of dating, I think like from the girl's standpoint, I think you just need to be like mentally and emotionally like ready to know about, you're entering a new phase of like your life, you know, because the moment we got married, Titi is out of the group chat now. It's now Mike Odo, Mrs. G. So you're already like entering a new stage of like womanhood, and I guess it's the same for like guys too. But you would have just been Mr. Gondo. You're still Mr. Gondo. Maybe the change doesn't feel so like transitionary, but
to some extent you can feel it if you like power like that. You know, people start giving you some power.
You want a bamba? You want to chill with the big boys?
I'm a firstborn. I always want to kind of do
Pave
things in a very proper, nice way for my brothers and all that good stuff. I'm not the perfect guy, trust me, I didn't say that.
He's the guy.
But I try my best to do everything the right way for my brothers to kind of have a path to follow. They have it soft. I know you guys. You have it very soft.
So I mean, growing up, I definitely was like, I want to get married by 25, which I did. Funny enough, don't ask me why I wanted to be married by 25. It was just a thing that I was like, I want to be married at 25, and then, you know, maybe it was just manifesting and God's grace and the, you know, but I literally got married a month before my 26th birthday. But I was also, because my parents dated for like 5 years before they got married, and for me, my parents' love story is like the story. So I was also in that mindset, like, I want to date somebody for at least 5 years before getting married. We ended up dating for 4, so, you know, long enough, but I don't think there's a timeline for people.
Yeah, there's not a timeline.
Just whenever you feel ready and you're financially in a good place,
you feel it.
You feel it, yeah.
You feel it. You meet the right person, you're in the right mindset, you feel it. Marriage will come like naturally into your head. Say, yeah, I have to do this.
I'm ready for this next step. Okay. So any tips on saving, and how long did you save for the wedding?
2 years.
We saved for 2 years.
Oh, good 7.
So technically, if we had the money, we would have gotten married 2 years into the relationship.
Yeah.
But we needed 2 more years.
2 more years for the money.
For the money to wed the way we would have wanted to wed. Yeah.
Tips on savings. You need to be both. You need to be working towards the same goal. Trust me, there's nothing beautiful than having someone who is also in the same mental space as you. You know, we want to do this. We want to do this. So when month end come, you are not really, you know, fighting to say, oh, we're putting this one towards this, we're putting this one. It's like we know, okay, sure, Titi, we want to get married here, so we need to have this amount of money at this time, so we need to put aside this.
It's definitely a team effort though. You definitely need to be both aligned on like the savings. But that's not to say have a boring life for the next 2 years saving up for your wedding. We still had fun those 2 years.
Depends on what you call fun.
Yeah, like we still had fun. Oh my goodness. We're done with this question now. And how was the Kuperekwa experience for you?
Personally, none of this. I love the wedding that we had, but she knows that, you know, the traditional part of the wedding kind of holds more value to me personally. I don't want to compare it, but it actually holds more value. I told her that I need to have enough money for the traditional wedding. If we don't have enough, we're doing traditional and not the
white wedding.
So that's what I wanted to do. So I needed that. So the Kuperekwa thing was very new, but it was actually beautiful. I got married to someone who is not from the, you know, who is from the suburbs. I want to tell you the truth, from the suburbs. So I was so scared how she was going to take being in my
rural areas.
It's a rural area. I don't know. I downplayed it a little. She said I downplayed it a little.
Yeah, it was actually so fun and like such beautiful views.
So people grew up in town, you know, electricity. The boy was a rural boy, so I was so nervous and paranoid about how it was going to play out, taking her to my home, because my parents moved to Swartland, so the rural home is where we go in. So we're going home, that's the place.
Where we go.
So that was my only like kind of reservation, but otherwise it played out very nice.
Very well. It was a good time.
Shout out to all the people who were
involved
in making sure that everything is fine. The parents, the aunties, the broskies, all those other good people.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. But it was a beautiful thing. I would recommend it.
It's such a pivotal community building experience.
It's a smaller group. You get to meet the core people, the people that you need to know, from my side, from her side. So the experience is, there's some good, perfect value to it. It's for us more than it is for the other people too. The wedding itself, the big wedding, it's more for other people to kind of celebrate us. But the traditional part of things just for us and the initiation of the two families together. Which is very important. Trust me, it's very good. I loved it.
Yeah. Okay. And what are you looking forward to the most now that you're married, kids aside?
Where are we putting kids aside?
That was the question, the way it was asked.
We're
looking forward to kids.
Whoever asked this question, I know what you're doing. But let's leave kids aside.
But we are looking forward to having kids soon.
Okay, but
soon is relative, so we'll just tell you soon. But
what was the question besides
what are you looking forward to the most now that you're married?
Just sharing your life with one person, you know, like, you know, having that sense of family. This is now our home, you know. I need to make sure that I get to this place on a daily basis. I work hard to make sure that this is a livable environment. It's actually, you have a sense of purpose. That's me.
Yeah.
A sense of purpose. I go to work. I have something to get home to. You know, I travel sometimes. You know, with work, but now I can say you can be sent to different places, a million places for longer times, because now you have a home to kind of go to. If you're not married, you're just a single person. You know, you get to be sent to places and spend days there without coming back. But now they know that, you know, the boy got a wife, you know, need to get back to your homestead. So I'm looking forward to just enjoy like building up a family. A family does not mean having kids around. It's just building up a home. You know, people say they're coming in, they visit or they enjoy, you know, being in our space.
But we do want kids though.
I know you keep talking about
because you keep pushing them out. Like a family includes us plus little Titi and Kelvins running around at some point.
Before we get to the next question, the thing about kids, we've been having like some very tough conversations with us about the kids. She doesn't understand me fully. I don't understand her fully. So we kind of like can do different spaces. But we're not disagreeing on having kids. Maybe it's more of like a timing issue.
Yeah.
And all that good stuff. But everything is under control. That's why we're pushing the kids away, because we had this conversation like yesterday
for a while. 2 hours.
2 hours of our drive. We're going to see our friends out there.
But yeah, I think that's most of the questions.
I don't have more.
You see, you're having fun making the question seat.
Now we're just gonna fast forward it.
Oh my goodness! Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
Do you have any more questions?
Me? No, I don't have any questions. I thought we were going to talk about figures, but
I mean, we did talk about figures for things.
If you are planning a wedding, let me just give you like if you need like a structure of how much we paid, what and when, and you're really serious, you want to plan something, I can answer the question like in detail and stuff like that, but just be financially
stable and ready.
Good and ready. It will be so nice and easy for you.
And plan for the unplanned stuff. Like we had a budget,
And a buffer.
but you plan to have a buffer for when things go above
Things
that
always
budget.
go above.
Especially in Zim.
Things always go above the budget.
Especially
Trust
in
me.
things, yeah. So, but I feel like we were fine. We didn't go like super broke.
Yeah, we're not in
And
debt.
we were not in debt when we came back. Don't be in debt for your wedding, guys. Like,
Yeah, please.
that's not a good idea. Like,
Good
plan well. You don't wanna plan a day for other people to enjoy for photo ops.
Don't rely
just
on
for
the
you
gifts.
to come and cry at home. Like,
Don't rely on the gifts. Don't go into debt because of a wedding. If you are to borrow more than
you have
20-30% of the amount you need for your wedding, you're not ready for it. Give yourself some time. Plus, you don't even plan to borrow.
Yeah, I was
Plan
about
to
to
say
say.
if there are some weird, uncertain things that happened while you're already in there. Like on the day or you're already set
days
it,
prior,
maybe
then maybe
that's
but
when you can borrow. But otherwise, you
have your things in order.
in order and extra monies for extra
Available.
things that can.
But yeah, but no, the weddings are not cheap. I don't know how much people think weddings are, but weddings are very expensive. So be ready.
Yeah, they
be
charge
ready
you.
for that. Like I think the biggest expense was probably the food.
The food.
Because again, it was $20 a plate, and we had 250 people. That was like 5,000 to food alone. So that was probably the most expensive. Followed by
US.
Yeah, this is US dollars. Followed by decor, and decor is like maybe 2,500. That was like the next most expensive thing. And then then afterwards you do the math for everything else, like photography, hotels. If you're coming from far like us, flights were one of the more expensive things because flights were $4,000 supposed to fly home. So now imagine being in debt, knowing all of these costs that you're spending.
But make sure in your plan you include all the costs. Don't leave some aside, like things like transport. If you're gonna be home for a few weeks,
the
plan also for
transportation
those.
you need. If you have international guests coming in,
plan also for the days that you're going to be home. Like
food, because people have to eat.
Yeah, for us it was almost Christmas. So Christmas.
Yeah, so people have to eat. And then we had about 10 international guests coming in, so we also had to plan transportation for them from Harare International Airport. And our venue was in Nyanga, so Nyanga from Wetare was like a good hour and a half. So we also had to plan transportation for that. So those are little costs.
Those are things that you can
keep
say, okay,
up.
whoever want to come, your own transport.
Yeah.
If you're close to town, people can come. But for us, it was a little far, so we needed
We organized the bus
and stuff like that.
And like shuttles to get
people around.
Yeah.
Those are some of the costs that may not be necessary to someone doing it, but they were for us.
But the girl, I was saying, don't compromise on your wedding dress. I know some people will be like, oh, like, and
the suit too.
Yeah, and the suits. Yeah, don't compromise on your fits. Like, you don't want to look back at photos one day and be like, this is not the dress or the suit that I wanted. Like,
compromise on the bridesmaid and the groomsmaid. Sorry. Everyone got the suit that they wanted, the groomsmen and the bridesmaid. We actually also covered those.
Yeah, those are other people. Yeah, that was a question actually I forgot to ask.
Stuff like that we actually covered because they were all like family members except for a few friends who were just coming like, bro, I got this. But the brothers, the family members, we actually covered those.
It was because we also had people based in so many different locations.
Yeah, and we needed some uniformity.
Some uniformity. It actually made more sense for us to purchase the bridal team outfits, because for everyone to look the same. Like, but for the girls, I was like, even the guys, we just said get whatever shoe you want to get, do whatever you want to do with your hair and whatnot. But at least the outfits, everyone was the same. We were really trying to make it easy for people. We were not trying to be that bride and groom that says everyone needs to get this $1,000 dress or else. Like, nah.
It was pretty nice. People, I feel like people were not really stressed about it. You know?
Yeah, the less stressed, the better.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the questions that we had. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in to all of our wedding series videos. And if you like to have more sit-down chats with me and my husband, let us know in the comments and we will
book in advance,
do another
please,
video. Oh my goodness.
for the sit-downs. And I need to be booked.
You're booked and busy.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your final words for the Just Shares fans?
Subscribe, like, comment, share. Yeah, that's all you need to do on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And enjoy.
And enjoy
the videos. If you have questions, put them in there. You know, we might answer them. Or we might not.
We'll do our best to answer.
Yeah. If you're really serious about getting married and you really want actual figures, I feel like we've been there. We can help you for free. We can help you with some of it. Not the money
for free.
we can just give you some information of what you need to.
Yeah, because that was even in our wedding planning, we had so many couples who had just gotten married that we're talking to
what to expect.
What to expect. So that was, we watched so many YouTube videos as well.
That can give you pressure though.
Yeah.
The YouTube videos can give you too much pressure. Because
at the end of the day, it's your wedding. You're gonna make it the way you want.
You're gonna make it the way you want.
But yeah, but talk to people who've gone through the process. They can be very helpful.
Very helpful.
Yeah. But anyways, before this video gets too long, thank you for watching. We'll catch you all in the next video. Peace and love. Mwah.
What do? You do peace?
Yeah. And then you give them little kisses.
Nah, we're not kissing.
You can just blow a kiss.
Nah. No one is getting a kiss from me. Only one person.
Okay. Then kiss it. Yay! Bye guys.